One thing tonight, you know, we have fuck up the place.
Just fly by too quick. Me and some boy just can't click. Langs in the beat, craftsmanship. Roll out mad with the black spaceship. Dismiss them, get a pink slip. Tugs them out and the Blackwell chip. Move too loose, then they must fall down. Fuck up the place for a cool ransom. Big fat spliff. Wagyu steak, serve well done. Pool party, girls have fun. Everything sweet, cinnamon bun. Me no easy for program. From a little bit of summertime.
The music.
King and Yates, they bridging the gap. From the US to Dubai, put pins on the map. Ball is life, and that's a fact. And a baller's life, about that exact. King and Yates, they bridging the gap. From the US to Dubai, put pins on the map. There's a time to score and a time to assist. Ain't no I in team, let the winning commence. From generation to generation, game don't stop. The new and old school got the game on lock. It's all legendary, it's all necessary. We all been all-stars before February. And after that, King and Yates, after racks. But really trying to get some wins, not just padding stats. Two basketball lovers through happenstance.
All right, BTG Nation, listen here. This is take number 3. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We've been in here. We had to stop the first one because Coach was having an asthma attack. And then so I stopped the recording. And then we started getting into the episode.
Out there like that. Shit, what's wrong with you?
And now we on the second one. I got my T code, but we here though. BTG Nation, live and direct from Dubai. Hoop Mountain Dubai, Hoop Mountain DXB, Hoop Mountain.ae. We're here. Shout out to First Collection Hotel. Shout out to the team for having us here. You guys see the new digs upgraded again. Thank you to you guys. You guys make sure you check in and say BTG sent you. Man, so now we're here and we're taking the podcast to the next level. We're bridging the gap culture-wise. We're trying to bring in everything that we said basketball was about. From basketball, food, fashion, culture, everything is all-encompassing. And so now we stretched our wings out and we're touching the streets of Dubai. You know, right? This is somebody that we had an actual relationship with. We've seen grow that does a few different things. And so I want to introduce our guy, Fahda Romie, straight from Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Fully active, you know.
Fahda, how you feeling? How you feeling?
Feel great.
Listen, you can tell me the truth because like I said, it's take 3. You can blast me if you feel like it.
I'm not gonna put the secret out there. Yeah.
All right.
Keep it between us, you know.
He definitely going to though.
Nah,
watch. How you feeling,
good,
kid?
Man.
How you feeling, OG?
Not too good right now.
Not too good. We close to the house.
You're
though.
supposed to be a professional. You just talked all this trash about how I'm getting real good at fading that out, right?
Oh,
I said you had 87 tries.
88 was better.
And then here you go.
88 was better. Yeah. But we here now though. We here. And I caught it before it was done. Cause then that shit would have really been bad. But it's been a wild day, man. And forgive me, my wife is pregnant. So my life is upside down. That's why excuse. Life is upside down. But shout out to you guys that have been locking in. Shout out to Uncle Ro, our last guest. And so here we are, man. Fahda Romie. We talked about this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was confused about the name. I had somebody say they knew you, and they were saying your name was Fahad, right? And then my wife has seen it on Instagram story or something. She said, nah, it's Jerome. And then, of course, the name in the phone is Fahda Romie. Yeah. I'm like, that makes sense, right? But we were talking, and you were breaking it down to, like, Fahda Romie is
give
heavy.
It a full true story, man.
Yeah.
You see, sorry, pardon me, yeah?
Take your time.
So, you see, my real name is Jerome, yeah? Mm-hmm. Jerome Downs. But my Fahda Romie name comes from like childhood. Since I'm small, you understand? I have my family like my families and friends call me Fahda Romie because of the name relating to somebody bigger than me, understand? So because we have the same name, they just call me the same thing too, you understand? So ever since I just kept the name, even now people still call me the same name. But since I came to the Middle East in Dubai, yeah, I just put a little twist to it. I don't spell it the same way. I put the H to it and give it like an Arabic sound. So it's more like a Fahda Romie, you understand? Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's how you would adjust to where you
Yeah.
at. All right, so now
So-
it makes sense.
No, I really, really look back into it and I remember that, yeah, that's why I put the H in it, you know what I mean? Because it's supposed to sound a bit Arabic.
Yeah.
Fahda Romie, you understand? The
Yeah.
Arabic people can pronounce it. That's why when the Arabic people see it, they pronounce it how they know it. You understand? Yeah.
Do you know a little Arabic?
You know what I mean? Like the astaghfirullah and these little
Oh,
words,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but nothing major.
Yeah.
I can't beg for my life in Arabic. Yeah.
You just lost me with them couple words.
do you know?
Inshallah.
Look, that's what he said. That's what he know. But here it is. I'm making it now. I'm gonna get an Arabic teacher. I'm gonna learn. So listen. Hold on. Think about it, King. Think about where that takes us business wise. Think about if one of us speaks Arabic.
That's not the point.
Think about it.
The point is you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
I beg to differ still.
Listen.
Because this man is like a survivor.
Come on. I'm a savant,
This
baby.
man is the kind of man where anything you put in mind to,
I like
him
your
gonna
positive
achieve
energy.
it. Yeah.
How long have you known him?
You know?
It's real though.
How long
It's
you know?
here.
Since COVID, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right, that's 2019?
20.
2020.
Yeah,
right?
long enough still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen though.
So your qualifications probably aren't as strong as mine.
Of course not.
All right, okay.
Of
then.
course not.
I'm going by
Yeah.
statistics.
He's-
But I'm going by my instincts.
Trust him.
Yeah.
He what he doing is he challenging me.
Yeah.
Right. So some of the people over there is probably like, damn, Coach hating. Nah, Coach challenging me. Like, nah, you can't do that to see if I do it. But because Uncle Ro, you know Uncle Ro speak like 7 languages.
Yeah.
Man speak Hebrew.
Top.
Right? And so he was sitting with me. He was like, look, you know the language yet? And I was like, damn, he giving me that Godfather talk. So my uncle was here, and he was on the last guest on the previous episode.
Yeah.
And so he works with the NBA, and he does a lot of stuff. But he's from Philly, from the hood. But he knows 7 different languages.
Shout out Philly. That's where my grandmother lives, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's love then.
Philadelphia, man.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Philly.
Shout
You
out
know,
Philly.
Coach went to college in Philly.
Yeah.
We got heavy ties
You know
in Philly.
Villanova?
You went to-
Yeah, of course.
My grandmother was a cook there for years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's love.
Shout out Villanova
Yeah,
too, you
he
know?
went to Temple.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's dope. See, look at that, how that worked, right?
Connect,
For sure. But I'm getting an Arabic teacher for sure because, one, my wife already speaks it, right? And so I'm not going to learn Tagalog. I'm not going to learn Tagalog. That ain't happening.
What's that?
Tagalog is the native language in the Philippines.
Okay.
I ain't going to learn. But I'm going to try to learn Arabic. I'm going to get in there. And so I'm going to figure it out in the schedule to get a teacher. And that'll go crazy because now we change up everything. But let's get into who Jerome is. Because, you know, King, what's some movies that you watched growing up that you remember the representation of Jamaica?
First thing that comes to my mind, this is completely off base, but Predator 2.
What?
The Jamaican mob in LA, remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's Shotters.
Come on.
Come on, that's the first
Yeah,
one.
man.
That's the first one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the first one. And then, I mean, that's the one that always come to mind, right?
Yeah, one named Third World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles is good, Belly, you know,
Belly.
But you said the first
First
thing that came to
one.
my mind was like, yo,
Yeah.
But in all facts still, Shutters are the best
Yeah.
ever. I watched that movie like maybe 100 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You ever seen The City of God?
City of God.
Yeah. So yeah.
that's high level.
Yeah, it gives me the same type of feeling as what life in Jamaica is like. But as far as film goes, it's like it's 10 out of 10 from the from the storyline, from the way it's recorded and filmed,
yeah.
everything fire. And
High
it's-
budget, man.
And it's but it don't feel like high budget. It just feel like the artistry is heavy, and it's black folks, right? It's us that's in there. I'm gonna send you the link to it after the pod so you can see
Yeah,
it.
you'll definitely like
Cause
it.
we like them kind of realistic things. We not like too much fiction, you know. Yeah, we like real life movies, mafia type of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna
things.
it's gonna inspire the pen probably.
But,
Yeah.
but don't you don't you sometimes get frustrated with the perception of Jamaica in Hollywood? Because you think about, you say you don't like too much of the fake stuff. I mentioned Predator because I completely went into entertainment. I'm a sci-fi guy, right? But when you talk about like most of the movies in Jamaica, it's about drug lords, gangsters. You know what I mean? Do you
Yeah.
ever get frustrated with that?
I never, because that's the reality. You understand? And
That's not the whole. That's not the whole.
it's not the whole reality,
Perception
but
of,
but as youths growing up in Jamaica, in the ghetto,
Yeah.
that's what you really relate to. And that's what you find the most entertainment in, you understand?
Right, but do you think that there should be a space where there is somebody portraying the positive sides of Jamaica, of everybody, of people not involved in that stuff? Because there's hoods everywhere.
Yeah.
There's hoods in every country. There's hoods in the U.S., but there's also people portraying love stories and things like that, or success stories
From the hood.
Yeah.
from the hood.
Yeah, for sure. It's needed,
Yeah.
because we have a lot of that, especially in sports, music, the same.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them kind of things. So really and truly,
What-
we need directors to do them things, Yeah, man.
You could be the first.
I mean,
and I'm here to help.
You could be the
We'll
first.
figure it out.
yeah.
Right? Sometimes you just need
It's
the pen.
a big, and I think the world would consume it. Because people want to see what's happening in Jamaica behind the scenes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that though, because a lot of times, where we grow up, we always talk about bridging the gap. So sometimes we have to talk about our upbringing, because it helps to relate a new story to people. Because right now in this generation, they don't live the same type of lifestyles that we do. And so us growing up, me a latchkey kid, you been in rural areas, having to be a military kid, being in the South, being, going from solid middle class and then having to go down and just bouncing forth in a different era. It gives you different lessons. And so what you just talked about growing up in Jamaica, and then you as a kid, we don't know that the guy with the, cutlass and the, gold rims with the
Dayton's.
drop top and the Dayton's, we don't know that he a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he still comes to the hood. He giving out turkeys. He doing whatever he doing to help.
Yeah.
And, our circumstances are our circumstances. So what was it like growing up as a kid in Jamaica? Like, what did you gravitate to? What did you see your life being?
Yeah, let me tell you this, man. Growing up in Jamaica, all you can remember is fun. Trust me. Like, everything to you is fun. Going to the river, going to the bushes to climb the trees, get fruits, going to link up with your friends, play cricket, play football. Just going everywhere, bro. Like, and you go into some dangerous places sometimes and you don't even know, but for you it's just fun. It gets adrenaline going, bro. The dopamine pumping from your brain. It's just, trust me.
You said
Best
cricket?
childhood. Yeah, man, cricket. Big thing in Jamaica.
Really?
Yeah.
We got to get a basketball out there.
It's big too.
Yeah.
But more in like the upper communities.
See, that's what we got to get away from.
I have a little story too, where basketball is concerned. So when I graduated primary school, I went to boarding school, like in Top Clarendon, my city, my let's say state, but in the hills. So there they have a big basketball influence. You understand? They're very good in basketball there. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we gotta figure it out, because basketball, that's one thing that we're trying to do different here. Basketball is not a sport for people with money and privilege. Like almost all of the NBA stars ever, all the greatest ones come from a lack of resources.
Yeah.
A lack, and basketball was that outlet. And so we don't like to hear stories like that, to where you only could play basketball when you
Go to certain schools
you know what
in
I'm saying?
Jamaica,
Like, nah, if you got a basketball in a hoop, everybody should be able to play. That's a different space.
It almost seems like it's reversed, because when you mention cricket, I'm thinking cricket would be something that you would play in the higher end schools than
No, we started out playing cricket in the bushes, man.
Yeah.
Like just this open lawn area, anywhere you can find, we just take a bat and a ball and we just gather and play, you know? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that though. I love that because we still need a little bit of that where kids just go outside and figure out how to play with what's outside. You know. So tell me, why you out there playing? Because what it sounds like is you had a lot of time to think. You out there, Jamaica's beautiful, right? You got palm trees, sunset crazy. You got beach here. What was the dream like for young Fahda Romie? What was the dream like? What were you like, yo, this is what I want my life to be like when I'm older?
Yo, you know, as a little youth growing up, my dream, my real passion was always to cook. Like, I've had to learn how to cook since like 7 years old because I was pretty much, you know, taking on certain burdens and certain responsibilities from a young age. So it just grew up. I just grew up with it, you know?
That's love.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and cooking is how we linked up, right?
That's how we bridge a gap.
Yeah, man, talk about it. Listen. Wordplay.
Is that something that brought you to Dubai?
Let's say to some extent, because the reality is I started off in the hospitality industry. I went to college. It's like a government program, schooling thing. It's quite affordable, you know. So that's how I started off, going to college to learn how to further my culinary skills. But I ended up doing like hospitality in general. So it entailed like bartending, being a waiter, being like a front desk person, and being a chef.
Okay.
Being in the hospitality realm, I realized that I had this personality where I could, you know, vibe with people. You know? So I ended up now starting to lean to the side of being a waiter and a bartender, you understand? But I still had the talent of cooking, you know? But my career took me towards being a waiter. And that's how I landed my first job in one of the top hotels in Jamaica. Bahia Principe, North Jamaica, you know?
That's interesting too because Jamaica is a destination, right? And so it's interesting to hear how that economy works. And it sounds like they're kind of setting up that next generation to come through the ranks with that college so they can take care of the different hotels and things. But
exactly.
When I love to travel, right?
Yeah.
OG, you been to Jamaica yet?
Nope.
Me
I
either.
haven't had a chance to go.
You know, we'll get back to some stuff, but set up the trip for us. We're going to Jamaica for 7 days. Is
Touch
that
a
enough?
button, man.
Oh yeah.
Touch a button, man. Yeah, man. Bucket list thing.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So we're going to Jamaica for 7 days. First of all, is 7 days enough?
No.
No. Tell us. How long should we be in Jamaica?
At least 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, let's say 2 weeks. We're in there 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What do we do? Where do we stay?
Well, first of all, as you step off of the plane at Jamaica, yeah, you go through the airport, you want to go on jerk shop on the way out of the airport to your hotel. You have to stop at one little jerk shop on the roadside.
Okay.
You have several of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are we getting from there? You know, I'm a beef patty guy. I love my patties and the cocoa bread.
You see, since you're a beef patty guy, first thing as we drive out of the airport, we are going to stop at this place called Juicy Patties.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the #1 patty distributors in Jamaica.
Okay.
Best tasting for me personally.
Write that down.
Yeah. So we're going to stop at Juicy Patties. We're going to get beef patties. They sell so many different things too, you know, like fried chicken and chips and all these kind of things. But yeah, we're really going there for the patties. You get me?
And jerk shop for Coach, right? Because you still want the jerk, right?
Yes, sir.
Coach, you eat pork?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right,
No,
so
sir.
we're going to stop at the jerk shop and we're going to get some jerk chicken, festival, bummy.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Real authentic Jamaican, because you see the thing with the jerk in Jamaica, at these like recognized outlets, the guys use pimento wood. Yeah, the jerk it in the most authentic way. So the flavors that you get there, you'll never get it nowhere in the world, bro. Yeah.
Look, my stomach growling. All right,
So
so
it's a cultural thing, you understand?
yeah, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. So we got Jerk Shop, Juicy Patty, out the airport. We still in the car. Now tell me, when we get out the airport, should we be getting a driver? Can we get on a bike? Like, do we drive ourselves? Like, what's the best way to get transportation?
You can rent a car.
Okay.
You can jump out and get a taxi at the front.
Okay.
You can arrange with someone to pick you up.
You think which one do you think would be best though? Should we link with somebody or should we?
My best option, to be honest, is to link up with, let me speak better English. Link up with someone. Have someone arrange a driver for you.
Okay.
Take you everywhere you want to go, It's
Okay.
more convenient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now one thing I did notice is sometimes you go out the country and they try to hit you over the head when you get there.
Yeah.
So how much should we be paying for a driver for 14 days, man?
You're going to look at like at 3,000 Jamaican dollars a day
Okay.
to take you, everywhere you want to go.
Okay.
I may have it wrong because,
Yeah, it's ballpark. It's ballpark.
the economy has shifted a bit
Right.
since these couple of years, but yeah.
All right, so we got the driver, we got the snacks on the way to the hotel. Now, where are we staying? What's the best spot? Like what area and what place?
Look, anywhere on the North Coast
North Coast.
is amazing
Okay.
to stay. If you're going to take a villa or if you're going to stay in an all-inclusive hotel, wherever you stay on the North Coast, trust me,
Okay.
it's paradise, man.
Paradise. I
Yeah.
like the sound of that.
Trust me.
Now, when it comes to activities, experiences, because we're the type, and my wife is like this too. When we go somewhere,
Yeah,
I'm in the streets. We went to Tanzania and Zanzibar.
yeah.
My driver, I went to his village. My wife cooked with his wife, and I played with his kids in the
Yeah.
village that he made with his hand. Like we're gonna do some of that. OG the same way.
That's what you call down to earth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
Down
what
to earth, man.
Yeah.
Natural,
Oh, man, because we all the same, right? So if we go to Jamaica, right? What are we doing to get that dopamine rush? Because we got some thrill searchers over here for sure. And then what's the cultural energy?
People ready to accept you. As soon as they reach, the people treat you with so much love. You understand? Yeah, man. No negative bad vibes. Just love. Wagwan. Yeah. My Bridgin. Tall man. Yeah, because they see you have a little height.
Yeah.
They call you tall man, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. And some might see and say, wait, Nipsey Hussle. Because we work off, slangs.
Yeah, that's love. That's love.
And people there happy to like show you around,
Yeah.
and give you like pointers. Yo, tall man, don't get influenced by this, or don't let this guy tell you this, or you can get the best price there or whatever. You always have people looking out for you.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah.
OG, what type of thrill stuff you trying to do out there?
Well, you said the North Coast, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm assuming all of that's on the water.
Yeah.
So I'm
Beach right along the line, all the way.
I'm looking at the water sports.
Yeah. We have beautiful falls. Like really, I don't know if you ever heard of Dunzera Falls in Ocherias, one of the most pristine places, man. Yeah. You'll never want to leave.
So we jumping off of that, King? You jumping off? You jump?
Probably will.
Yeah, we can jump off those. That's dope.
Yeah.
You got jet skis, all that.
Jet skis, everything. We have Mystic Mountain. It's like, bro, I don't even know how to describe this place. There's like streams running through. It's like a rainforest, bro. You
I
know
was
what I
just
mean?
about to ask you about mountains.
Yeah. They have like rainforest. They have brother?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, that's look, he locked in. And
I've always wanted to go, man.
Yeah.
But I don't like going to the typical tourist spot areas. Of course I want to stay in a nice hotel or villa, somewhere safe, but I don't want to go where everybody goes. I want to go somewhere off the beaten
That's
path.
that's where a local driver comes in handy.
Okay.
He knows the place in and out, So he knows the right places to take you. Yeah.
What's the spot to go for an older gentleman like myself, where I can go and
See some ladies.
get a
Talk to him.
cigar,
Okay.
some good whiskey or cognac, and some jazz or R&B. Where can I go? get
That's
that?
like a whole
reggae.
culture to itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are so many bars that are there that has that atmosphere to welcome, the tourists like you. They give you like the best drink, the best cigars, the best this and the best that. You get me?
What's the spot where he can go and be amongst the people though?
Go like anywhere in the towns.
Yeah.
Orchard Stone. You go in the towns, you see people walking around, like white people, all kind of people from all over the world, just walking the streets.
Yeah.
And there's a bar here, there's a bar there, there's a craft market there. Juicy Patties is there, the KFC is there, everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we locking it in.
In terms of the nightlife, what's like everything's open till 2,
So it's time
3,
to see
4?
the ladies.
Yeah, put them in the mix. But I'm saying, what's the time like? Is this, you got stuff that stays open all night, or everything shuts down at a certain time?
This gets interesting. In the night times, yeah, we call them dance. It's like proper rave parties, yeah, outdoors. So in every community you go in Jamaica, especially on the weekends, there's always some bashment going on. Someone putting up like some big speakers, and then all the people in the community is coming and they gather one place and they dance and they party all night, smoke weed, vibe, you know what I mean? And then they have the little like clubs too, where you go, rooftop clubs. There's this popular club called Shades Nightclub. You go there, ladies strip club, throwing the money, vibes.
Vibes. Yeah, vibes. So we love culture, like period, right?
Yeah.
And so kind of talk to me about the Rastafarian and what that culture truly is. Because, generally people just equate that with a Bob Marley picture.
Yeah.
Right. So it's much deeper than that, right?
It's much, much deeper. Rastafarianism is really coming from Ethiopia, Haile Selassie. So Haile Selassie is seen as one of the greatest kings to ever walk the earth. He's to the Rastafarians, he's the last prophet. Because look at Ethiopia, it was never colonized. You know what I mean? It's the only country in Africa that was never colonized, you understand? And then we have the Rastafarians now that have this culture to themselves that no one can truly understand unless you go there among them and they teach you. You understand? Rasta, the true Rasta, he don't eat meat. He don't eat salt. He just drink, natural organic stuff. Nothing. All right, Dr. Sibi?
Yep.
Yeah. So when you see Dr. Sibi and his philosophies, just know that each real Rastafarian in Jamaica is a Dr. Sibi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His name is just the popular one, but what he does is what they've all been doing for.
Every Rastaman been doing for generations. Yeah. Organic, authentic, real. Like there in Jamaica, if you want to solve disputes within a community, it's only the Rastaman can be the judge. Because he's gonna be quite unbiased, He sees through everything. The Rastaman. Yeah, man.
That's love.
We have communities in Jamaica, especially this one called Bobo Hill, where there's, real Rastafarian culture happening there. The guys have these gatherings, they have their own little things going on, their own celebration, their own way of doing things. And you can't go there unless you're invited in. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something new, right? I never heard that, not in that depth. And so, BTG Nation, man, I hope you're tuning in and really keeping your ears open. This right here is love. And so that leads me to, how you get here, right? And so I was telling OG the story that we ran into each other in 2020, tail end of COVID opening up. Coach and I are big foodies, right? That's the part of the thing of basketball that kind of, it's just a side effect because we travel so many different places. We've been so many different places, and food is essential for us as athletes anyway. And so we eat different cuisines, open up to different things. And so being in Dubai is like a huge melting pot of that. But at times we're like, yo, where can we get some soul food? The closest thing to soul food is Jamaican food. And for my wife, she found you on Instagram when you were early in the hustle. And I say I'd equate it to Master P shoveling the CDs out the trunk. You were, look, I got the plate, I deliver it to you, for this much and that much.
Yeah.
One plate. And that was a time too, King, where I was still a pescatarian. So I wasn't eating any red meat. So before I came here, when we were in the States, and OG was like that too, food is different in America, right?
Yeah.
Food is business. It's not about your body. And so they do some things a little bit different and put hormones in. And so, I was only eating fish when I was at the crib and sometimes chicken. But when I got here, it was a little different. But at that time, I was still a pescatarian. So I got your coconut curry, the veggie one.
Yeah.
A1.
Vegan.
A1.
Yeah.
A1. Rice and peas and mac and cheese. And then my wife got that jerk fried chicken, mac and cheese, rice and peas, and then I got a beef patty. And since then, I ain't looked back. And so fast forward November, we had a Hoop Mountain event. And, we always stayed in contact. Matter of fact, for my birthday, 29, my wife hit you, and you guys gave us a spread, and then came home and had that shit all over the place. I almost cried, man. I was like, yo, this is lit. The fried chicken, lamb chops, lobster, everything. Yeah. And so ever since then, we kept in touch. And then I called you for, a big event for our HMD family. And we kind of, your stuff was trending upwards kind of the same way Hoop Mountain was. Yeah, yeah. Because we started off, when I hit you in 2020, we had 4 kids. In our company. 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you were hustling, but we were still beating the street trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, now, where we at, King, like 215? With just the training.
We're about 215 with the training.
And just the training.
That's growth.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is just us two.
Yeah, man.
Like trying to cover it. And so.
No disrespect to Tommy Davidson over there.
Yeah. Young Buck is learning the way.
Is that G still?
Yeah. And so with that, I called you and was like, yo, I'm throwing a big event. Because we wanted to show some appreciation to our parents. Because, we early in this thing and we just trying to figure it out. And we're in the people business. Yeah. You talked about hospitality and how you learn how to relate to people and how that really was able to take the skill you have and passion you have for cooking to another level, right? And so for us, we wanted to give back. And I was like, oh, gee, let's do a Hoop Mountain Family Day thing. Yeah. Something that we can do annually, but let's just start it small. I called you. You came through. You came through. I mean, the parents left there. They were like, beforehand, they was like, yo, what we gonna eat? Yeah. And I was leaving it up to somebody else at first, but they sent me the menu, and I was like, yo, scratch that. I'm gonna make a call. Parents came in. They was like, jerk. Yeah. We got Australians, we got British, we got Americans.
I was a quite diverse link up of people, Yeah. Yeah. Sure. And to see you guys put that together for me, I'm like, yo, these guys know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I love that one.
We were trying. Yeah. We were trying. But what was dope, too, was, OG, this is the Bridgin the Gap spot, right? He always pays attention to the little stuff because for him, that's the biggest thing, right? Yeah, yeah. And so I remember he was talking to me. He was like, yo, I said, yeah, that's his peoples. That's his bros. Because you had your bros with you. Yeah. And they came first. And they went early. Not just on time, they were early. Yeah, yeah. And so OG always looks at those little things. So he was asking me, like, what's going on? I was like, look, they was here early. That's his people. They rocking. And he was like, yo, I like him. Not knowing much about anything. He was like, yo, I like him. And so I talked to you and was like, look, we're building something with the podcast. We got to get you on.
Yeah, man.
But what we didn't know was that as much as you are an artist in the kitchen, this music thing.
Yeah, man, we laid down some vocals over some 808s more time, you know what I mean?
Yo, some vibes. And so talk to me about the music.
Yeah, really, the music, the inspiration came from a few of my friends back in Jamaica. and some artists that I really look up to. My favorite rapper of all time, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
For me, the best.
Respect it.
Yeah. And then coming down, I got hooked with Future's music.
Okay.
Future, legendary.
Yeah.
But then I have friends around me that are into music big time. One of my best friends when I was going to college, he was a producer at the time, but I wasn't paying attention to music. Like, I wasn't the type to say, yeah, I would write some lyrics or whatever. I would never do it, you know? It wasn't my thing. But since I came to Dubai, he kept on doing his thing. He sent me some beats, yeah? And he's like, bro, what you think about this? Because he's just really checking my opinion. And I liked one beat. I'm like, yo, this is hard. And for some reason, I decided to write.
Right.
And that song that I wrote, it became one of the most loved song among all my friends right now. The first song I ever wrote.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that was just one?
That was just the first one. Yeah.
And what was the inspiration for that?
The inspiration, I don't know. I just liked the beat and I challenged myself. I'm like, let me try. And I wrote some lyrics and I realized it fits so well. It sounds good. And I decided to record it. And when I recorded it, my friends were like, yo, this is hard.
What you say Lil Wayne is your influence.
Yeah.
Your major influence. I'm sure you have other people you look at too as well. But what type of style do you have?
My style is more like trap.
Okay.
Trap music is what influenced me the most.
Okay.
Because if you want me to get groovy, all right, say I'm in the house, yeah, and I'm doing chores, I need to put some Future on. Yeah, that's the music that gets me going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talk about bridging the gap, right? And Wayne, for my generation, which is we're 2 years apart, we're the same generation.
Yeah.
Wayne is considered the best rapper, right? You know, now I judge people on what Wayne, right? Because in high school, and this is why music is so dope, right?
Yeah.
It goes directly to time in your life, and you remember where you heard the Drought 3. I remember when I heard the Sky's the Limit remix when he had it, and I was listening to it every single day before the game. I remember the Georgia freestyle. I remember every one of those things, right? And so for you as a Wayne fan, right? Which one of his albums and mixtapes do you feel
We're
like
talking about Dedication 5.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
We're talking about 3-peat, the Carter 2, 3. Yeah. And then we'll come and we'll talk about when he did Trigger Finger with Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of tunes that get me going.
Okay. Now, do you go deep into that? Like early to Carter 1, 500 Degrees.
I know songs
Hot
from
Boy.
there, but I guess it's not too much of my generation.
Yeah.
Well, I'll help you out with that.
Yeah.
I was around when Wayne started, and he's a part of Cash Money.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they were hot, but individually he wasn't that good. But he got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much better. And that's what keeps you in the game. Do you evolve? And he evolved, and he took off.
Yeah.
Because that was his
godlike.
passion, innit?
He was 13.
Yeah, he was young. He was a youngin'.
Yeah, he was young with that too.
And it comes with confidence too, At that young age, he had the talent for sure, but the confidence probably held him back.
Well, at that age, you got to think about it. He's rapping like those around him. I've listened to his interviews, and he'd say that for me to do my thing, I got to sound what they like regionally.
Yeah,
He says,
yeah.
but privately, I'm listening to
New York
rappers and things like people who really can spit. So he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
He did exactly what he's supposed to do.
And then once he got to his spot, you have that 2007 to everything after Wayne to where he just going crazy.
Yeah.
Everything going out.
Crazy.
And I would definitely, as you start to grow your pen, definitely make sure you take time to go and get into mixtape Wayne.
Yeah.
Like even more, because mixtape Wayne, special. That's a run that's one of the greatest ever because of how consistent he was with music and with Wayne specifically his wordplay. this word for punchline,
That's what I'm
metaphor,
saying.
bang, bang,
That's
bang,
what I'm saying.
bang,
For
bang.
me, he's the best because of
Yeah.
the way he does it with the words, man.
Yeah.
He says some things like you have to just listen to know.
Yeah. We're gonna talk hip hop more, and I'm gonna let OG give you some where his things go. But when you talk about Future, now Future, I'm from that era too. Now I'm from the era too where I didn't rock with Future when I first heard him.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was 2011, and it was turn off the lights, like all those looking things I'm looking for, and like all of those things. I ain't really rock with it. I didn't at that time. Dom Kennedy, Nipsey Hussle, those are my guys. I wasn't in the vibey music.
Yeah.
Because I was like, when you were in Virginia, it's kind of weird because you kind of like either gravitate towards the New York East Coast sound, or you go real south like Boosie. Like Boosie, Gucci, where Webby, Savage Life, heavy in TC. Heavy, right? Even Pastor Troy at times, like, go crazy. But for me, it was Nas, it was Hov, it was Jadakiss. AZ is one of my favorites of all time, right? And so when you start to, even Outkast and those guys too, Goody Mob, everything. But when you start to venture out, because Future is a product of Wayne, right? That's from that branch, because when Wayne starts doing all the other stuff, then Future comes. But for Future, I was like, I couldn't get it. But when I look at Future now, because I think Future's best album is Hendrix.
Yeah.
When he's writing his R&B stuff and he's getting into that. And so when you talk about you liking Wayne and Future, is there a fusion there? Do you have the balance for the vibe for the fellas and the vibe for the ladies?
Yeah. For me, Future is like a real product of the streets. You know what I mean? Like, he really embodies the streets. And for some reason, to me, his music relates to me. Yeah. And his sound, it's just a sound, you know?
Do you incorporate the reggae portion though?
The reggae. In my music?
Mm-hmm.
To certain extents. Yeah, I have to. Because that's me. That's, you know what I mean, that's naturally me, so I have to.
Yeah, well, I got a little
New
exclusive for everybody. All right, it's first time we're gonna break a record on here. All right, and for you old people, that new age people, breaking a record doesn't mean like a Guinness World Record type shit. Like, we're gonna play a song that's gonna be heard. I know, but you know they don't know no better, right? Somebody out there is like, yo, what record are they gonna break? So Fahda Romie, he did not come in empty-handed, right?
Yeah.
And so what we love about people is ones who stand on their work and push it proudly, no matter what. Because this podcast started, it didn't start like this, my guy.
Yeah.
The Hoop Mountain, when you saw us at the event, it didn't start like that. It started ugly.
Yeah.
Right? But we kept going.
Just like anything coming from the roots, you know?
Yes. And so you came, and I'll let you introduce the track you got here for us that I'm about to play. Let people get like a minute or so of it. Let them know what it is.
Hold on. Shout out my producer.
Yes, sir.
Julio, send the beat. You know, Steertown, Jamaica.
Yes,
big up yourself, Ule, you know, represent anywhere we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so what we got here, what's the name of it?
This track what we're going to play now, Where the Fuck? Yeah.
Let's go. There we go.
Definitely trap.
New exclusive, Fahda Romie.
New exclusive.
I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? And y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Where the fuck? Them my dog. Boy, I pray. Me fit y'all. Me no love man. Me work out your lifespan. Where the fuck? Black is that? Roll up mad, clean up the place like Yates. Gunshot have them a jumping jacks. Boy, them a pre-man like I'm Max. Check the stats, this is facts. Living on my style like them pay tax. Change it again and cause relapse. Change it again. Where the fuck? A crunch time. Yam your food. A lunch time.
Serve sauce. with punchline.
I was waiting on you.
Fahda Romie, on front line. Break it down, put it to the test. Made a lot of cash, and I did the dash. He played the fool, said a lot of shrewd. Gotta cut him out, no we let the rest. My producer hard, he's a fucking god. He sent the beat and I did the rest. 3 yard man from me a pen, and I play a pen at the Wild West. Black is that, roll up mad, clean up the place like Ajax. Gunshot have them a jumping jacks. Boy them a pre-man like IMAX. Check the stats, this is facts. Living on my style like them pay tax. Change it again and cause relapse. Change it again and cause relapse.
Let's go! Let's go, man.
Yeah, man.
Listen, it's different over here. This is not Virgin Radio. You hear me? This is not Chris Spade. This is not any of them guys. You here with JK and Yates, and you got Fahda Romie breaking it down for you, man.
Fully active.
Man, listen, you know, that's a new track. They haven't heard that. And with context, knowing who your inspirations are, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? You can feel that. You know the direction of where you want your music to go.
Yeah.
And shout out to your producer.
Hard. Julio.
Yeah. Julio,
Julio.
that was tough, yo. And so we're gonna talk hip hop, right? We're gonna talk hip hop more because OG loves it. We got some new things coming for you guys too. We're gonna have a BTG playlist, and so starting in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have a BTG playlist that drops every Sunday,
Yeah.
so people can see where our music taste is and things. And then we're gonna have a special mix for the listeners. And so, you know, you breaking it off for us, but what do you want from music? What do you want from hip hop? And I ask this because I watch a lot of interviews and a lot of podcasts and things now, and now these days some of the older managers and execs are coming to the forefront and talking about the past, especially with the way music is now. And I hear a lot of times that, you know, they say artists don't really know what they want from hip hop anymore. They just rather be famous. But back in the day, Nas wanted to be the best ever.
Right.
Hov wanted to be the greatest ever. Busta Rhymes wanted to be the greatest entertainer ever.
Yeah.
Right? And so what is it that you want from music?
Yeah, I want to cement myself in music as one of the first Jamaicans to actually merge the two sounds together, dancehall and hip hop. With that being said, I mean combining my local dialect, my local language with the English. You understand? Let people hear the sound for generations. Yeah. Yeah.
As a artist from the Caribbean,
Yeah.
how do you see he brought it up, so it sparked something in my mind. What do you think about Busta Rhymes? Do you think him and Spliff Star represented the energy from like a real dance hall setting when they perform? It may be way before your time because I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah.
But if you ever had a chance to see some of their old videos and their concerts, their stage presence, it's just crazy. And they always give credit to the old heads back in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes, how I see him move, because as you say, I don't know him in depth like that from back in the days, you know. But based on what I see him giving credence to the culture. Even when one of our most iconic dancehall artists got incarcerated, Vybz Kartel, Busta Rhymes was there, you know, showing his love, showing his support. You understand? Even today, I still see him doing things that is in support of Jamaica, because his roots is also Jamaican.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have to, based on what I see, I have to give Busta his flowers. I have to give him his respect. You understand? Yeah.
That's love. That's love. And then OG appreciates that.
Yeah.
Because what we know is you don't get anywhere if you don't understand your history.
Yeah.
Especially with something like when it comes to basketball, when it comes to cooking,
Yeah.
when it comes to music. There's people who did this before you and did it well. And a lot of times they created a path for you to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And so you got to study what went on before you so you can navigate, create, and then cement yourself while getting a new rung on the ladder so the next generation can skip a few steps, right? And so my question is about stage presence.
Yeah.
Because I've learned, I think I'm at the end of that. We're at the end of that era where the artists from our time, the best ones in that time, it was Wale, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, Future.
Yeah.
I'm not a Big Sean fan, so I ain't even gonna drop it in there.
Ooh.
But Big Sean, I ain't really a fan. But with those guys, they're like,
Chris Brown.
Great, Breezy different.
That's
Yeah,
he's an
Breezy,
alien.
Breezy an alien.
Yeah.
But just for rapping, those guys were, as J. Cole say, the middle child.
Yeah.
Because they grew up with Hove. They got to see a little bit of KRS-One when they were like 80s, 90s, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and all those guys. So they got to see what it was like to be an MC.
Yeah.
And so they had to grow up through the ranks, and they had to go through the small, like local bars and rap, maybe at a party and rap or something like that. And so now I'm asking you what, 3-4 years in?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What's your stage presence like? What's your performance like? How do you get prepared to, do a live show?
Get prepared to do a live show. Just rehearse my music, practice. Once I get there, just vibe with the people, vibe with your team, have a few drinks, and just be normal. Just be natural. Just work with the energy, man.
Is there a certain pre-performance routine that you have?
Normally, yeah. We just run the beats, run the tracks again,
Okay.
We rehearse them, do them over.
Right.
Work on the vocals and them kind of things,
When you're on stage, have you ever had a moment where, you got the mic and you think you're rocking out, but the crowd really isn't feeling you yet?
Yeah.
What do you do to get them going?
Just be myself. Just continue doing what you have to do, because as a new artist, the thing is, the people not gonna know your music. You understand? So just do what you have to do. Just do your work, do what you came to do. And over time it will grow, just like any business. At first, many people not gonna take on to it. But over time, the word of mouth, people will start recommending you. So just do what you have to do with confidence. When you believe in yourself, trust me, everything will fall in place after that.
Yes. So,
Is there anything in particular, a particular style that you dress in or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
How do you normally go on stage? Just say right now you're going to the Coca-Cola Arena and you got, 8,000 people in there.
you opening up for Burna Boy or something like that. You opening up.
Let me tell you, man, I'm just gonna keep it authentic to my roots. You understand how we were comfortable dressing up as youths, natural. We're not gonna overdo it and step into some waters that we never been exposed to. You understand? You're not gonna see me try and drip down in this and that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's not unless it's been introduced to me by someone who has an eye for that. Then we start taking it to the next level. But at the moment, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm going how I'm comfortable. Yeah.
So
I like that.
my next question is, how do you navigate getting shows? So are you doing paid, if you feel like divulging that information, are you doing paid shows right now, or are you doing a lot of free gigs?
Yeah, at the moment, we just do some free gigs,
Yeah.
Get yourself heard, get the people familiar with you. You know what I mean? That's how you start anything anyways. Any business, you have to give out some free things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get people to believe in your product.
Yeah. You can't skip any steps.
Yeah.
Can't skip.
Can't skip the steps,
skip.
man.
Yeah.
Don't skip the line. Just wait your turn.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, what's the product that you have out now? What project is out right now? Where can they get it?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So you can find Fahda Romie on Instagram by my stage name, Fahda Romie. You can find me on YouTube, same name. TikTok, same name. You go over to Spotify, same name. Deezer, Apple Music, same name, Fahda Romie. I have projects out now. I have an EP out. I have some singles out.
What's the name of that EP?
The EP is called Extra Galactic Quasar.
Hey now.
Ooh.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the next part of your artistry, right? The visuals.
Yeah.
We look at hip hop now, and I grew up as a youngin', growing up watching how crazy the videos were when Diddy had a wild budget. We had 106 in Park. It was a whole hour of just
had
videos.
Crazy videos.
Yeah.
In terms of like, it was almost like movies.
Yeah.
Diddy, Missy Elliott,
Mm-hmm.
Buster.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dre.
Yeah.
You know, those were guys who was just like, you tuned in to watch their videos.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was a movie.
It's like Hollywood's thing.
A movie.
Yeah.
So how do you carry your artistry, right? Because you have to, when we talk about why we like the greats that are the greats,
Yeah.
it's never just the music. It's style, right? That's how they rap, but also how they dress, how they carry themselves. It's their visuals, it's their live performance, it's the music, and then concepts and things. And so for your artistry, like how you focus on your videos, especially coming from Jamaica.
Yeah.
The way you describing stuff earlier, it was like we could see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm like curious to see how are you going to do your visuals? What's that space like?
I have some visuals out now on YouTube. You can find. I think I have like 5 music videos.
Okay.
out. But I always try to incorporate my Jamaican backgrounds in there. Yeah. I never leave out Jamaica in anything. Yeah. Either by some flags or just by my style or anything.
Anything currently or anything that you're going to put out in the future that has any representation of Dubai? This is a destination place too, so you're basically from 2 of the top spots in the world.
Yeah, man. We always use some little,
Okay.
Yeah, we always try to.
There's some great scenery here.
Yeah, we always try to put a little thing in there too. But we keep it. We don't overdo it.
Yeah,
like
you can't.
You never see us try to go out there and shoot a video just showing Burj Khalifa. That's it's not time for that yet.
Right.
Yeah, we keep it a bit underground. Yeah.
So, right now with the way social media is and the way the music industry is, period, you can't really just blow up just because of music, right? It gotta be more. That's why I hope this interview, people tune in and they love it, because people connect with people.
Yeah.
And right now, music doesn't have much feeling, and it's not like it was before, because people are kind of they're creating music for a moment, for a 30-second TikTok viral thing, but the artistry is kind of different, right?
Yeah.
And so, where are you going to take it? Where are you going to take it next?
Yeah, we're gonna take it very far.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Africa, Europe, South America, because we have to do some nice collaborations too. You understand? And get your voice heard.
Call them out. Who you want to collab with? Look in that camera, call them out, and we're gonna start the campaign. Yeah, you speak it. Whatever you say, as soon as it's right there, anything can happen. That the tongue is powerful.
Yeah, man. Just give it some time.
You already working on it.
Yeah, just give it some time, man. So
that's love.
we don't really want to, jinx the thing.
Yeah.
Smart.
That's good love. So how do you incorporate, because I think your angle as a chef, I think that's really, really, really dope, because everybody's always looking for a way to stand out.
Yeah.
And sometimes, the music is what the music is, but to get that cult following, somebody that's going to stick, sometimes it's something that's not music that's related.
Yeah.
That gets you brought in. And so how do you use who you are as Chef Romie to help you build your network? Because I know you're cooking for all types of people. And of course, there's a balance between networking and doing your business. But how was you as a chef in your space and hospitality propelling you or helping you as an artist?
I meet a whole lot of people through cooking. Yeah. Every time, like every day, I meet new people just by putting my food out there. And that's how in certain instances, because I don't always just go out there and try to push my music in people's face, like, yo, I'm doing this or what. Sometimes people don't even know. You understand? I keep that. I know when, to trigger that. It depends on the people that you're around. Yeah.
Yeah. Call that reading the room.
Yeah.
Right. And so music is there. Music is always going to be there. Right. Going to keep pushing. But we like to ask about who you are as a person too, though, because you got to have a balance. Right. You can't just be, all work, no play, because OG is very adamant about that. And as athletes, we can have overload. As athletes, you just so stuck on trying to be the best, trying to win, trying to get there. You're always told if you're not in the gym, somebody else is, and they're getting a step ahead of you. Sometimes you're always on overdrive, right? But who is Rome? What does Rome like to do out here in these streets, man?
For me, I'm more of I'm an active person, so I like to play football a lot. Like, I would play football 3 times out of the week, I like to play video games. I'm very good at certain video games. Yeah.
Call them out. What's up?
One of my favorite video games is, all right, let's start with FIFA.
Okay.
That's my all-time favorite.
My man's smiling. He said he's going to smoke you. Look.
And that's the one, like, bring your best, man. Bring your best. Yeah, man. I punish them.
Yeah. Listen,
man.
I don't want no smoke. I ain't got it. Yeah.
I love, when I was younger, I really enjoyed playing Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. Something about Grand Theft Auto not really sticking like before,
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too cliche, Yeah. Or they just need to drop the new one.
They say the new one's gonna go crazy, and 50 Cent, he got a TV show coming out with Paramount Plus based on GTA. 50 different. 50 a dog. 50 a dog.
He's a real OG, man.
Yeah, he a gangster. OG, what video games you play?
Man, it's been. He's calling me out. He calling out my age, man.
Exposing him.
Because I'm a big video. I used to be a big video game guy.
Yeah.
When we used to play overseas, that's all we did, because we didn't have, we didn't have connections to, our home countries the way they do now.
Yeah.
So we played a lot of video games, man. One in particular that came up where we used to bet money on was called Duke Nukem. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the first games you had the split screen.
For real?
And 2 dudes. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's what system is that? Genesis or Super Nintendo?
I don't even remember which one it was, man. I don't even remember which one.
Duke, make sure you
Duke
Google
Nukem,
that so I
yeah.
can pull it up.
Bro. Let me go back a bit and connect with certain people of my generation. You know this game called Smash Brothers,
Come
bro?
on, man.
Huh?
I don't know it.
Nintendo
Super Mario.
64.
Oh, okay.
Smash Brothers, bro.
Yes. Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot,
I don't know.
PlayStation 1.
We there.
You know, you're from my generation.
Come on,
so
man.
you know, man.
Yeah.
We on the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, see.
We on all that.
See, I'm around when the first game system came out. Atari 2600.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Graphics was
I heard
terrible.
about. I can understand.
Stone Age. But we
Yeah.
thought it was, it was state of the art for us.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know the most revolutionary one was GoldenEye though, when 007
man.
came out, because that was like a storyline type video game. That was different. And so
Nintendo 64.
come on,
Top.
man.
Yeah, so you guys got
Got the good stuff.
Yeah.
Got the good stuff. Now we won't even touch those things.
Yeah.
But you said you like to be active too. One
Yeah.
thing, OG is a nature guy too, and I haven't
man.
been able to get into that, but I want to get to Hatta, and I want to get out there, and I want to get to some of the mountains and stuff, and hiking. The wifey does too. But have you gotten a chance to explore that?
Bro, I was just in the mountains last week, just with my grill, my dog, and
I
my
saw
brother.
that.
You
I
saw
saw
that,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
I'm cooking in the river there.
Yeah.
That's my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
mountains were you at?
Fujairah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been to the ones north of Al Quwain?
Yes. There's this hiking trail I like to go to. It's called Wadi Shaka. Yeah, up in Ras Al Khaimah. I love that one, man.
See,
it's really nice.
We gotta get it together.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm loving that. All right, and so I need a plate. We gotta place some couple orders in. Because now, just as soon as you started talking about Juicy Patty and everything, I just started listening. Like, all right, I got to get back in action. But man, first, thank you for pulling up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is big for us.
It's my pleasure, you know.
Man, listen, it's easy, right? People ask, like, this was a conversation. I didn't give him no notes. Me and OG didn't have, like, this is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we just pull up natural, you know.
Yeah.
Natural. We just there all a reason. Man, the big general
Yeah, and so people asking to come on, right? And if you come on, there's a standard for that too. Like, we're not just throwing anybody on the front of the camera and saying you part of the BTG family. Like, you got to stand on some principles, and you got to be also solid in your character.
You got to earn that spot right there.
Yeah.
You got to earn that spot, and you definitely did that. Like I said, I didn't know you from Adam, but I just watched your flow. I watched how things were going, and I was like, yo, I like this guy.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Bless.
Yeah.
Bless. Wagwan tall man.
Go on, tall man.
Yeah.
Yeah, them love you, you know.
You heard. And so before we go, I can't not ask this question. Can't not ask this question, right? Top 5, dead or alive. Your favorite. You don't have to rank them. We ain't gonna rank them and talk about like who you think the greatest, but your top 5, dead or alive, and including reggae and your influences.
Your top 5
In music?
artists.
Music, period.
Can we involve sports?
Separate. We'll do sports separate.
All right. My top 5, musically, 100% Bob Marley, 100% Vybz Kartel, 100% Biggie, 100% Lil Wayne, and 101% Future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
love that. Okay.
That's your personal too. Now, where do you go with the sports? You said you wanted to bring sports in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just
Because
5 athletes.
The reality is, this is how I live my life. I can't live without music, and I cannot live without sports. Football, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to watching Barcelona play.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to watching PSG play.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
These are major events in my life, you understand? It's like therapy.
We understand. You got to teach us. Who are the top 5 most influential footballers?
We're talking about Ronaldinho.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Lionel Messi.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Ronaldo,
Right.
the one from before.
Yeah.
I have 2 more.
Yep. 2 more.
Hold on. We're talking about Xavi from Barcelona,
Okay.
and we're talking about Iniesta.
Okay. You know them people? All right. That's the football guy. He said he know them. So, that's what we like to hear. And now the last one, right? This is your plate, right? You got to make a plate to get into, what's the best, let's say you get do they do cooking residencies here?
What do you mean?
To where you're the exclusive chef at certain hotels.
Yeah, they have big competitions for that.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, speaking of competition, I got to ask you one more before we get off here.
Yeah.
So if you got to go, let's say the one and only Palm or Versace Palazzo, if those hotels are looking for the next Michelin chef and the 5-star or whatever, what are you cooking? What are you cooking for them to know that Fahda Romie is the one and I need that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rough one still. Believe me.
It's pressure.
Yeah,
Pressure.
that one is that's the hardest question you asked me so far. Yeah. That's a hard one, man.
5-course meal, right?
5-course meal like that.
Yeah, you got to get it for it, right? Sit on that, let that play, let it marinate a little bit.
I'm just gonna touch back to my grandmother's roots.
That's what I was hoping.
We're gonna do the authentic thing, the thing that we're best at. We're gonna do the jerk chicken.
For sure.
We're gonna do curry goat. Yeah. We're gonna do oxtail and beans.
That's what I need.
Yeah. We're gonna do rice and peas. We're gonna do festivals. We're gonna do potato salad, or let's say some steamed callaloo, ackee and saltfish, our national dish. Yeah, and
Good
we're gonna
breakfast.
we're gonna do like some sweet potato pudding for dessert. Yeah. Yeah, man, we have a lot of things to do. We're gonna do more than 5 courses.
Yeah,
man.
We in the bag.
Bonus.
I hope you're hungry.
Yeah.
And so this is something I know me and King talked about it before, and I'm glad you mentioned competition. I definitely didn't want to close out the show without saying it. What is the music scene in Dubai though? Like what is it like? Like hip hop innately is competitive.
Yeah.
Always. And so like what is the music scene like in Dubai, and is there any competition?
Yeah, we were having this conversation yesterday. You have a lot of creators here doing their things, you know? A lot of guys doing their things. Producers, artists, you know? There's a lot of underground talents. Yeah.
You got it. Well, me and King don't know nothing. We don't know anything.
Yeah, you have excellent rappers here.
Yeah.
But they just need exposure.
Where do we go during the course of the week to go see some of these up and coming rappers perform, where we can get up close and personal and get a chance to see them?
There's a few places that you can go, you know, but me personally, I don't know them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't really go out. Nightlife, it's not really my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it. Now, you said there's not enough exposure. Now, you know, the old head generation be like, man, you guys live in the social media era. It's like more than enough exposure, right?
Yeah.
Is the exposure the issue, or is there like a lack of authenticity? Maybe they're not standing out within the space, right? Without just me thinking out loud, because of what I do see. Because I haven't seen anything from them, but I know what I see back home, and it's like it's hard to get any exposure or awareness when you don't stand out in any way. And if that's not the issue, what type of exposure do they need? Because we are on a platform right now.
Yeah. There's no real platforms here for artists, you know, to give them that push to really identify. There's no scanners, like no artist scanners to say, oh yeah, these guys are actually doing their things, you know. Yeah, it's mostly guys independently trying to do their things, and it's not reaching that far.
Right.
Yeah, because as I said, there's no real scanners there to pick up on what the creators are doing in that space.
So basically, right here today, you could be advocating for all the artists who want to be in the rap game to come together collectively to start to do some things, because that's where it starts. You know, he mentioned stuff back home in the States. There's so much competition because so many people rap, right?
Yeah.
But you got to be in a situation where, like he said, you stand out. And the only way to stand out is, one, you have a unique sound that everyone hears, unique visuals that everyone sees, can identify with, or you have to beat somebody. And so that's something that, you know, between the two of you guys could start here in Dubai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it would be something that other people would be able to get a hold of and really notice if guys are going at each other.
Yeah. And what I'll say too is, what we know is the world is small too. Somebody that has a connection within this region is going to be watching the podcast. Because I just thinking about it, there are a couple people that just recently followed us that I looked and see they got some connections within some things. And so, you know, we need to make some connections and get those things together. Yep. But what I also know is you got to have a great team.
Yeah.
You got to have a great team.
Essential. That's one of the most essential part of your career, your team. Yeah. Because the team is what's going to help you to grow.
For sure. For sure.
Because everyone has a role to play. And everyone's contribution is important.
At every stage. Every stage. And so, with that being said, the way we end every episode.
Can I first say something though?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have to give shout outs to my grandmothers. Them ladies, legendary. Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to my mom too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do they have musical background too?
It's not even, it's more of the food, because that's where my touch comes from, you know. You were saying before, you know, learning and being around certain influences. Yeah, that's where my influence in food comes from, because I grew up with them and they are the best cooks I know. And a little of that sprinkle on me, you know what I mean? So that's how I continue to carry the legacy. Yeah.
We love that, because between Coach and I, like the women in our life, our moms, our aunts, we talk about your aunt from Coppin, like they are the most influential for us.
Facts.
We do have strong male figures. He's one for me and my uncle that was here last week, but even they will always revert back to, man, your mom's a gangster.
Yeah, for sure, man.
right.
Yeah.
And so, man, that's what we talk about character wise right there. Right, we talk about culture, we talk about building things. That usually always starts at home with moms, right?
Yeah.
Even the backbone of our academy are the moms.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They're the backbone. Like, you probably got some of your biggest clients because a woman referred it to somewhere else.
And that's facts.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the audience that we've gained over time came from women, you know, women that actually recommended us, you know what I mean? Even by just social media posting something, the women that post us, they have a lot of influence.
Man.
Yeah.
And that's saying something, because right now, I ain't gonna say there's an attack on men, but there's so much media coverage on the men that are, I ain't gonna say the mental midgets, as you would say. The men that are the opposite of stand-up guys. They don't come from the type of culture or background that we do, so they don't really take care of the women that they're supposed to. Not understanding that when you do, what comes back, man, is
Pure blessing.
Man,
Yeah.
it's unreal. And so thank you for making it a point to say that, because we got to do that. And so before we get out of here and we get into what we call a post-game wrap-up, a post-game wrap-up is basketball, even with football. After the game, the whole team gets together and you give your closing remarks, right?
Yeah.
If you got a coach, your coach, he gives you some reflection on the game, but then he leaves you with some gem to take with you, right, as a leader. And so we end the podcast with that. Every episode, we call it post-game wrap-up. We'll go first, but before we go, we want you to look into the camera and plug everything. Let people know where to find you if they want to get some food, catering events, where the next show is going to be, everything that you got.
Yeah. All right. So follow Yard Vibe DXB on Instagram. That's where you can find the food, the Jamaican food, Yard Vibe DXB on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel as well. You can go over there and, you know, we have some fun, interesting things that we do, like some vlogs, and we have, you know, tutorials on cooking. Yeah. So yeah, you can go over there and find us. In music, you can find me Instagram, Fahda Romie. Yeah. YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, all those.
What's it?
Instagram?
No, man. I said Instagram already. Spotify. Yeah, Apple Music and you know, all the major platforms that, you know, you can go and stream music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any shows coming up?
Shows coming up to be announced.
To be announced.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, whenever a show does come up, a flyer will be posted on our Instagram story all times. All support will always be here.
Yeah.
You got us. You know, we gonna definitely let it in. And you know, the next time we have a family event, Yard Vibe is getting called. It's locked in. We gotta do something. We gotta do something.
We need to put together a little trip to the mountains where we take the grills out. You know what I mean? We just get some cars and get the...
Hold that thought. I already got something in the works.
Yeah?
Something I had been thinking about already for like 3 or 4 months. Don't worry.
Yes,
we
man.
got you.
That's what we need to do.
You just be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just go out there and be one with nature, with some good food, good vibes.
Say less.
That's
Say
it.
less.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put together. What we're gonna do is we're starting to put together prizes for our families.
Yeah.
So when we have big tournaments, we kind of give them, like, if you win, you do something special. So for the families we got, we're going to maybe they get a special dinner for the family if they win certain things, sponsored by Yard Vibe, and we post it, we do a little vlog on it and stuff, and go crazy.
This is getting interesting because my dentist, we have that relationship. So he just celebrated his 2nd anniversary, and Yard Vibe was a sponsor. So what we did, the winners, we took them to the dessert. And we put the tables out. We brought the food and we served them like a 7-course meal, like fine dining. You understand?
Yeah,
memorable.
We're gonna get you locked in because we already got an okay from First Collection here.
Yeah,
and so we're gonna make it official. You're gonna be the first restaurant to sponsor Hoop Mountain Dubai.
For sure.
Yeah.
So whenever we started basketball leagues too. So when we start building these things, whenever somebody walks into the gym, they'll see a Hoop Mountain logo and they'll see a Yard Vibe.
Yard Vibe.
We'll get
that is it.
It's locked in.
Yeah, man.
The handshake.
Uncle.
We here.
Respect.
Let's go. Walk line talk.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Fully active.
And so here we go, OG. I think it's post game wrap up time.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead it with you.
We're approaching the playoffs this Saturday. And we've had a long season, and our teams that did qualify for playoffs will have to play Saturday and win Saturday to advance to the finals on Sunday. So this is for our guys and anyone else out there listening. And this is something, of course, first pertaining to basketball, but also carries over to other aspects of your life. It's no point in showing up to work if you're not going to work.
Man,
That is it.
That's it.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we rock it off.
Come to work, be ready to work.
And here we are, March Madness, right? It's a time for reflection and everything. Ramadan is upon us. This is where we're like at the halfway point in the year, right? For a lot of folks. And so right now, I think it's a great time for reevaluation. A lot of us started the year off putting down our list of goals, what we wanted to do, how we're going to get there. We talked about a couple episodes before, there's a process to winning. Throughout that process, you got to reevaluate your performance. We call it watching film. In basketball, you got to watch film, see where you slipped up at so you can get prepared. And so we don't want to wait until the end and you've already missed out and you lost the opportunity. In the middle of it, sometimes you got to make a pivot. Sometimes you got to shift. Sometimes you got to change something up. And so reevaluate your performance, give yourself a chance to pick it back up on the second half of the season. And so that's with everything. In your business endeavors, in your relationships, and whatever it is, reevaluate your performance and let's try to be better, And so that's why I'm taking it.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That's on you.
Well said.
Yeah, that's love. I might got to get a pen. Put me in the booth. It's on you, big dog. What's your PG post-game wrap-up?
Yeah. Just believing in yourself. Yeah, man. Because, get nowhere in life without trial. You understand? Yeah, man. Believing in yourself and keep going. Yeah.
As you guys know, man, there we have it. Shout out to our guy, Fahda Romie, Jerome, straight from Jamaica. Man, the energy was immense. It was felt here, strong aura on his family, BTG Nation. Make sure you follow him everywhere. You guys know what's up with Hoop Mountain Dubai, Hoop Mountain DXB, Hoop Mountain.ae. And you guys know how we rock every week. Keep it real, keep it simple, and keep going.
Player and coach, the brother to brother. They both got views that you need to discover. From sports, current events to just life talk. Whether you on a fast break or a nice walk, gotta tune in. You already know, G. This BTG Nation and you one of the homies. Just tune in. You already know, G. BTG Nation, the other ones in the nosebleeds.